Lots of people are asking me this summer, where are the bees? And it's true, it is very quiet at the moment, and it's not just bees, it's butterflies, it's hoverflies, it's all the little flower beetles that we're normally used to seeing in abundance in our gardens. There's a lot going on. We've lost 97% of our meadows, we use a lot of pesticides to grow our food. Habitat loss generally, both in the wider countryside and in urban areas, is making things really difficult for insects. And on top of that, climate change is now rearing its head. You know, the drought of 2022 caused a lot of problems. We had a very wet summer last year, and we've had a really cold, wet spring this year as well. So all of these things are working together and really hammering our insect populations. The good news is that insects have a really good mechanism for building their numbers back up quickly. Butterflies can lay 300 eggs at a time, and bumblebees can really bring up their numbers. You know, bumblebee queens can have up to 10 daughter queens every season, and if those daughter queens hibernate successfully, that's 10 new bumblebee nests potentially that can start the following year. So don't despair. The thing we gardeners can do is make sure we pack our gardens with as many different types of flowering plants as possible, and keep those plants well watered when it's dry, and so that there's always something in flower, there's always nectar and pollen for the greatest number of species as possible. The other thing to consider is the life cycles of these insects. So growing long grass for butterflies that lay their eggs in long grass, growing nettles for butterflies that lay their eggs on nettles, letting mouse holes remain in the garden, which means that bumblebees can use old mouse holes to make their nests. And things like leaving leaf piles and making habitat piles, where the species like the common carder bumblebee, which nests above ground, can make a really good nest to call its home. The more we do as gardeners, the more insects there will be, and the more flowers and bees for everyone.